Hi everyone, and welcome to the first video on this channel. Today I'll be giving you a tour of Vundra, before I flatten the whole island and start over. Yep, you heard that right. This island will have a complete makeover soon. I won't go into detail yet. Let's start with the tour. My island entrance is one of my more recent builds. The previous entrance was an airport on a cliff, and it kinda looked out of place. I love the peaceful vibes, but I'm not 100% happy with the bridge placement. Also, I'm not sure if I will keep this theme for the next entrance after the makeover. If we go to the right before crossing the bridge, we will end up at the campsite, and also this very old build. It has been here for ages, even though it's not really functional. There is actually a camper in the campsite right now, which makes the whole thing look a lot better. The campsite has everything a camper needs, from a shelf with tools to cookware, and a radio playing the same song making you lose sleep. The campsite leads to this little beach and a beach bar, which also rents out surfboards. I won't show you the rest of the beach yet. Let's go back to the entrance. After crossing the bridge, you'll find this outdoor restaurant. This will be rebuilt after the island makeover because it fits the theme really well. Can you guess what the next theme will be? Next up is the plaza area. I went for a medieval theme, because I didn't know how to decorate the plaza otherwise. I'm constantly on Pinterest and YouTube looking for build ideas. My island is very chaotic and I'm craving structure at this point. Right next to the plaza is this little fairy core themed area. This is also a very recent build. I got most of this stuff from Treasure Islands. I wasn't quite sure how to fill this spot here, and I still have no clue what to do with it for the next theme. This is actually the rest of the beach I didn't show you before. It leads to this construction site and hidden gyroid factory. The machines were surprisingly expensive. The construction site will also be included in the next island theme. There isn't much to say about this little area. It's cute and I like it. Here we are at my house and front yard. My front yard is basically just a swamp. There was a heart-shaped pond and loads of flowers here before. I kinda miss my heart pond. I'm not sure why I placed this maypole here, by the way. You thought my front yard is the only swamp? Well, check out this swampy shopping area. And museum area, I guess. The swamp elements are sort of new, but the layout has been the same for a while now. I might separate the museum from the rest in the next build. I feel like it deserves a special spot. Over here we have a little bakery and the bistro area. I meant to add chairs a while ago, but I always forget. Walking south, you'll find the Able sisters. I just noticed the random potato and the rocks that spawned in this odd spot. I could have cleaned up before recording this, to be honest. Anyways, the Able sisters leads right to the beach where somebody was hit by a coconut and dried out in the summer heat. Besides that, there is not much going on this beach. We are basically done with this area. So let's go back to the museum and cross the bridge to the left we saw earlier. And here we are at a very old build. The abandoned playground and outside bathroom. Look at all those flowers. This will be a pain to remove. I don't know what possessed me to plant so many flowers. I'd literally pay someone to remove all the flowers from my island. This path leads to the decorated pier and beaches on the bottom and left of my island. As you can see, I'm horrible at decorating beaches. Oh, by the way, if you play Animal Crossing and want me to check out your islands, feel free to leave your dream address in the comments. There's a good chance your island will be featured in my Twitch live streams. You can find the link to my Twitch account on my profile. Here we have Little Stonehenge, also a recent build. Isn't it cute? This will absolutely be included after the makeover. See those cherry trees? They are the oldest trees on this island, and they lead to yet another swamp area. I will shut up for a moment so you guys can soak in the vibes. Fun fact, this is the most recent build on this island. I think you already spotted our next area in the background. The villager neighborhood. And yes, they have to walk through a swamp every time they go somewhere. I'm super proud of this neighborhood. The villagers living in the first row of houses, from right to left, are Static, Stitches, Tex, and Audi. Marina, Flora, Gail, Coco, Raymond and Clay live in the second row. The next neighborhood will provide more space for the villagers. I can't wait to give them cute little backyards. Sorry, Static. Another thing I'm not that good at is making nice transitions between builds. As you can see, the swamp ends abruptly, with trees and bushes as a border. Here we are at a space-themed area. I'm obsessed with the crescent moon chairs and the nova lights. This area is located right behind the abandoned playground. If we'd go to the south, we'd end up at the decorated pier. The beaches only have minimal decorations over here. I love the sound of this shell music box. Of course, I had to place a lighthouse and a telescope at the top of this beach. I like to imagine that Celeste uses it to look at stars. The next area is something I'm very proud of. It is jungle and Jurassic themed, with hidden music players to really set the vibe. Look how huge that brachiofossil is. This area expands all the way to the right, almost into the villager neighborhood. You'll see. We are right above the swamp. And again, there is a horrible transition between the jungle area and the villager neighborhood. Yup, that's it. A puny waterfall and a very sharp cliff. If we go down this incline, we reach a hidden gem of Vundra, a mermaid-themed mini beach. Red is forced to look at this every time he comes here to sell his art. This was actually our last area, and with this, the island tour of Vundra comes to an end. I think this is a good time to tell you guys my plan for the makeover, so you know what to expect in future episodes. First, I'll have to clear the beaches so all the buildings can move to said beaches. That includes my house and the shops too, but probably not the museum because of its size. Then I'll use terraforming to flatten this whole island. Next up is making a layout for the new neighborhood, so nobody has to live on the beach longer than needed. And that is basically what you'll see in the next 2 episodes. The rest is a surprise, just like the new theme I've chosen. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on future videos. See you next time, darlings.